Well, actions are indicative of your inner intent, right? So, in my experiences dealing with the police department or the judicial department, or the police department who's doing the arrest, the unnecessary arrest, and then whoever is following through with it and whoever is carrying the long-standing bias to expunge the dismissals and bring these back, to terrorize me specifically, so in my experience, under, the conceptualization that based on the theories of private enforcement in general is that you can get a big payday based on statutory remedies, based on the concept that if it hits you, it's hitting a lot of people. So if you think that those amounts are a lot, they're not, because it's kind of like you're the tip of the iceberg, and there's probably 10,000, 100,000 other victims of those statutory offenses that won't ever even know to get their payday. So so it's like for the one person that does find it, they get the payday anyway. So if we take that same concept and take it transubstantively over to the epidemic of arrests, we can also see that my experience being like the tip of the iceberg, I'm still seeing what the iceberg is made of, and it is just to sort of terrorize the community into being under duress and then not let it go and not let a dismissal go. I mean, I can see why the police department wouldn't want the judiciary to dismiss it, because it opens the police department open to a big fat lawsuit, but that doesn't really mean that like my life should have to be destroyed just to cover up for a couple of cops. I mean, it's not like anybody asked me like, hey Brittany, what's the solution to you? Like, well, how about we, fire the cops that are unnecessarily arresting people? Like, does that seem, it's still not a fun experience to be arrested, even if you are released, and even if your name does get cleared, it's still a huge inconvenience. There's still a lot of PTSD. And, if the other answer is that they don't know who the cops are, like if they are if they really are covering for some kind of horrible epidemic of terrorist, color of law cops, and that's a big problem too, because otherwise I can't really figure out why the police department can't just admit that somebody snapped and made a bad decision.